Hulk Hogan, born Terry Gene Bollea on August 11, 1953 in Augusta, Georgia, is more than a wrestling superstar. He is a pop culture phenomenon whose name became synonymous with professional wrestling across the globe. Raised in Port Tampa, Florida, by his parents Ruth and Pietro Bollea, young Terry showed an early interest in sports and music. Though he played baseball in high school and even attracted attention from scouts for Major League Baseball, injuries and a growing passion for music led him down a different path. In the 1970s, Hogan pursued a career as a musician, playing bass guitar in several bands, one of which regularly performed in Florida nightclubs. His massive 6'7" frame and powerful build made him stand out, and it was during one of these performances that wrestling promoter Jack Briscoe noticed him and encouraged him to try wrestling. With a bit of convincing, Hogan trained under Hiro Matsuda, a notoriously tough trainer who broke Hogan's leg during their first session to test his dedication. To Matsuda's surprise, Hogan returned once healed, more determined than ever to succeed. Hogan made his in-ring debut in 1977 in the Florida wrestling circuit and quickly rose through the ranks, wrestling under the name Sterling Golden and later Terry the Hulk Boulder. He caught the attention of the World Wrestling Federation (WWF) in the late 1970s and had a brief initial run. However, it wasn't until he appeared in Sylvester Stallone's Rocky III in 1982, playing the flamboyant wrestler Thunderlips, that Hogan became a national name. The role gave him mainstream visibility and helped propel his return to the WWF. In 1983, this time under Vince McMahon Jr., who had just taken over the company from his father, McMahon had grand ambitions to take wrestling national, and he saw Hulk Hogan as the larger-than-life hero who could lead the charge. Hogan's popularity exploded after he defeated the Iron Sheik on January 23, 1984, to win the WWF Championship. That moment marked the official beginning of Hulkamania, a movement built on Hogan's intense charisma, colorful persona, and inspiring message of training hard, saying your prayers, and eating your vitamins. Throughout the 1980s, Hogan became the face of professional wrestling and one of the most recognized celebrities in the world. He headlined the first 9 WrestleMania events, facing off against icons like Andre the Giant, Macho Man Randy Savage, King Kong Bundy, and the Ultimate Warrior. Perhaps his most legendary moment came at WrestleMania 3 in 1987, when he body-slammed the 520-pound Andre the Giant in front of over 93,000 fans at the Pontiac Silverdome, a moment that remains one of the most replayed clips in wrestling history. Hogan's reach extended beyond the ring. He appeared on lunchboxes, in Saturday morning cartoons, in movies, and on late-night talk shows. He was a hero to children and adults alike, symbolizing good triumphing over evil with every match. His bright yellow and red attire, accompanied by Real American blaring from the speakers, became the soundtrack of childhood for millions of fans across the globe. However, by the early 1990s, Hogan's squeaky clean image and superhero persona began to lose steam as wrestling fans gravitated toward more edgy and realistic characters. He left WWF in 1993 and joined its chief rival, World Championship Wrestling WCW, in 1994. At first, he maintained his familiar Hulkamania gimmick, but fans were growing tired of the same act. Then came one of the most shocking moments in wrestling history. At the 1996 Bash at the Beach pay-per-view, Hogan betrayed his longtime image and turned heel, aligning with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash to form the New World Order (NWO). This move reinvented his career and turned WCW into the hottest wrestling promotion of the time. As Hollywood Hogan, he wore black and white, grew a beard, and embraced a villainous persona. His NWO storyline carried WCW to unprecedented success and helped them win the television ratings war against WWE for 83 consecutive weeks. Hogan held the WCW World Heavyweight Championship multiple times and was instrumental in making Monday Nitro must-watch television. His feuds with Sting, Goldberg, Diamond Dallas Page, and even real-life tensions with backstage politics became legendary. When WCW began to decline in the early 2000s, it was eventually purchased by WWE in 2001. Hogan took a step back from the spotlight, but in 2002, he made a triumphant return to WWE and was greeted like a hero. One of the most unforgettable moments of his comeback was his WrestleMania X8 match against The Rock an epic battle billed as Icon versus Icon. Though Hogan entered the match as the villain, the crowd in Toronto overwhelmingly supported him, resulting in one of the most electric atmospheres in WrestleMania history. Hogan lost the match but won the fans' hearts once again shortly after. He won his 6th WWE Championship, becoming the oldest person to ever hold the title at that time. Outside the ring, Hogan pursued various entertainment projects. He starred in family films like Mr. Nanny and Suburban Commando, and voiced characters in animated series. From 2005 to 2007, he starred in Hogan Knows Best, a reality show that documented his family life, including his then-wife Linda and children, Brooke and Nick. The show was a hit, but also exposed many of Hogan's personal struggles. In 2007, his son Nick was involved in a tragic car accident that left his friend with severe brain damage. And in 2009, Hogan's marriage to Linda ended in a messy divorce. Around the same time, Hogan publicly struggled with depression and revealed that he had contemplated suicide, but his faith and fans kept him grounded. Hogan's health also became a growing concern. Decades of punishing wrestling matches took a toll on his body, leading to more than 25 surgeries, including multiple back operations, hip replacements, and knee surgeries. In 2015, Hogan's career faced another major setback when leaked audio recordings revealed him making racist remarks. During a private conversation, WWE immediately terminated his contract and scrubbed his presence from its website and Hall of Fame listings. Hogan apologized publicly and expressed remorse for his language. After several years away, WWE reinstated him into the Hall of Fame in 2018 and slowly reintroduced him to public events. Though some fans remained critical, many welcomed Hogan back, acknowledging both his past mistakes and his massive contributions to the wrestling industry. Even in his later years, Hogan remained active in promoting wrestling, running his beach shop in Florida, and making occasional appearances at WWE events and fan conventions. He was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame twice, once as an individual in 2005 and again in 2020. As a member of the NWO alongside Nash, Hall, and Sean Waltman, Hulk Hogan's influence on professional wrestling is immeasurable. He helped transform the business from a niche sport into a billion-dollar industry and paved the way for future stars like John Cena, The Rock, and Roman Reigns. His image was larger than life, his charisma unmatched, and his ability to connect with audiences, whether as a hero or a villain, remains unparalleled. Hogan's legacy is one of immense achievement and human complexity. He's a man who lived at the top of the mountain, fell into controversy, and fought his way back through triumphs, injuries, scandals, and redemption. Hulk Hogan never stopped being a defining figure in sports entertainment. Love him or hate him, there's no denying the mark he left on professional wrestling and global pop culture. He is, and always will be, one of the greatest entertainers to ever step into the ring, a true legend whose name will be remembered for generations.